Go. Finally got XAgent working, guys. Got Docker working. So the issue with Docker was this VMX thing in the BIOS settings. So I just turned this on and then Docker started working. So that's super cool. And yeah, we're gonna finally start with testing XAgent. So the first thing that I'm going to test is making a full stack app. Someone on the last stream asked if I could make a full stack app with XAgent, so we're going to do that. Let me open up the GitHub and we will see what was the command for running it. Actually, we'll do another kind of refresher. Yo, Mini Dono, what's up? So if you weren't here for the last stream, you didn't know about XAgent, it is apparently kind of like AutoGPT, but it apparently is better. It outperforms AutoGPT in all of these things. With data analysis, 100% of the time it outperformed AutoGPT. Coding and development outperforms it like 60% of the time, 70% of the time. So yeah, let's try get it to do some coding stuff. Apparently they come with like a UI as well. How do you get the UI? Oh, let's see. You can run the argument upload files. Oh, you can upload files. That's pretty cool. Local workspace, running records, load records, run XAgent with the GUI. That's cool. Can we do that? Or when run nginx and docker. Let's try this. I don't know. Actually, I haven't tried this yet. That didn't do anything. I don't know if we can. Build a Docker image. Then you'll see you should visit this. I don't know if that works. Oh shit, it worked. We have to sign in. The hell? Okay, we've signed in. Hi, tool LLM XAgent. Please choose your agent and mode. XAgent. Let's do a manual mode. You can upload files. This is really cool, guys. I wish AutoGPT had a user interface. Okay, let's just try to get a simple full stack app. Let's say create a full stack web app that you can store posts, text posts with in a database through a web form. All posts should be visible on a web page. I don't know. Could we do something that simple? Let's see. Here we go. Will we get I don't know if we get logs. Oh yeah, we do get logs here. I'll put the logs here. Oh, it looks like some errors. That does not look good. What's the error? Incorrect API key. Oh no. Okay. I think I have to set my API key somewhere. Oh, it's trying to use GPT 432K. I don't know where that's defined. Let's see. GPT 432K. I don't know if I have access to that. Hold on, I do. Oh, let me just set my key up here. GPT-4 config. Oh no, I did. The logo is really nice, says Mini Donut. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like a DNA thing, hey. I actually don't know where this is getting the Oh, I should have copied the prompt. I'm just gonna say create a Python file to print hello world, just so we can get this working, because I think we were running into some issues with the API key on this UI mode. I tested it before and it was working with the non-UI mode, but it'd be cool with the UI mode. Yo, AJ, hello. My name's also AJ. Wait, did it work this time? No. API key not provided. Config. Is it this? GPT in config. It must be in here. If model name equals GPT-4 in config. Oh my god. Import from config. XAgent config. Does it load from here? I don't know. I think GPT-4. I don't think it's from here. I have another YAML file. Let me restart this server thing. Docker compose up. I don't know if that will do anything. And then can I just restart this? Refresh it. If this doesn't work, we'll just use the command line for now. It's just pinging a lot. Oh no, we've got an error. Node status detection limit. Forbidden URL. Huh. What? Let me try the Python run here. See, it's got my keys here. Doxed. I will revoke them later. I think there's some issue with the server now. Bing API key not provided. Or maybe it's just setting up still. Maybe. Potentially. Oh no. Client forbidden. I think. Do I need a Docker build? Surely not. Okay, this looks like it's going fast enough. Docker compose up. Close that. Application startup complete. Okay. Let's just try the command line interface once. So I said create a HTML file that says hello world. And it's gonna try do it. Here we go. Create a HTML file that says hello world. It's gonna use GPT-4. Looks like it's working this time. There we go. Okay, great. Act as an assistant, create the HTML file, Task 1, design the HTML file. Define the HTML file. Task 2, write the HTML file. Task 3, review and save the HTML file. Mini Donut says they still don't have access to GPT-4 API. What? That's weird. I thought everyone did now. Yo, Mr. Tiff. G'day, g'day. Unbroken, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Oh man, we got an error. Org. What? So we got up to performing the task. Simple task, yep, great. And then it wants to call a tool. Oh, and now it tried to do GPT-4 32K. Alright, hold on. I think I have to change my config here since you guys already saw this. So for some reason it like gets me to specify the organization IDs, but I don't really know how to do that. So I ended up just deleting them because I don't have any organization IDs. So I just deleted all the org IDs and we'll try run that again. Yo, Nick Humphreys on TikTok. I don't think I've ever seen Nick comment on my lives before. Good to see you, Nick. AJ on YouTube says, I like your videos because they're very natural without preparation. Code, prompt, run, debug, 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 repeat. Yes. A lot of debugging. That's good. I'm really glad that people like that because I always worry that you know, it's boring because it's a lot of debugging and not much progress a lot of the time. Like, look, we got an error again. It's going to be more debugging. But that's just the reality of software engineering, right? It's a lot of debugging, a lot of problem solving, a lot of bug fixing. So hopefully it helps people out and, you know, it's a bit more real. Nick's got some W's and some L's in the chat. Can we get some ones in the chat, Nick? Mini Donut says, I prefer that because it shows reality. Great. Good. I'm glad that's the case because it's also more fun to have yo, Mr. T with the 1, thank you. It's also fun to have like people with you debugging. Debugging alone is always boring. And actually this morning I had this guy, forgot his name. Arjun maybe? Or Arun? That like actually had some real good advice with AWS. He was like an AWS pro in the comments. Okay, what's the error this time? I don't have GPT-32K. Yeah, I didn't think so. They've linked me to this article. Let's see. It says, do you do paid collabs? You seem quite influential. Yes. Yes, I'm open to collabs. You can message me on any platform or my email. TikTok's ghosting you? What do you mean, Mr. T? Were you putting heaps of ones? How was the hackathon? It was okay. I didn't actually get to build what I wanted to build, so that was a bit sad. But it was like I met a lot of cool people, very smart people. Did I L? Yes, I took the L. But W connections, L product. Vector database. What do you mean, Mr. T? GPT-4. We currently do not grant GPT-32. Okay, so I don't know. I have to somehow mod this code to never use 32K. I'm not sure how to do that. The README is in Chinese. Config. Default completion. Maybe we can change this. Let's try that. Otherwise, if GPT in config. Okay, maybe we can just remove all of this as well. That's okay. The tech friend fam with you. Thank you. Throw them ones. Yes. Ones in the chat. Thanks, Nick. Shouts out Nick Humphreys. Okay, let's create the HTML file. Surely this time it does it right. Third time's a charm. Whoa, it's using a searching method called React Chain Search. What is that? To create a HTML structure. With no prior information, creating an ideal HTML might not be straightforward. And it sets 2 milestones, discuss the essential elements, and outline the structure. It's cool. This is very like reminiscent of the OG AutoGPT with the thoughts, reasoning, plan, and criticism. Mr. Tiff says, I'm trying to ask about a vector database, a local vector database. Ooh, that's a good question. No, I don't know. I actually haven't really used many vector databases. Mr. T also says, I think you have some banana words. What are banana words? D Diamond, get on the stage. No, this is not the type of content for D Diamond, Nick. Oh, damn, we hit another error. What's the error this time? Bad gateway. What? OpenAI error bad gateway 502. What's this? OpenAI bad gateway. Your comments aren't going through. You need something like Pinecone, yeah. Sometimes, wait, can I see? Hold on, let me check. Sometimes TikTok holds data hostage. I'll see if there's a way I can see that. Muted accounts. Blocked, no. I don't have any like keyword filters. Oh, hide potential? No, here we go. Okay. So I've turned off the filters. Hopefully now allows you to add comments when live chat pops up. Oh, like there. I don't need that. Okay. Pinecone's open source? Hold on, let me Google it for you. Local vector database. Milvus. Or, oh, what does this Google thread say? HyperDB. Margo. 13 upvotes for Margo. Marco. With a Q. MARQO. Maybe try that. Seems like an open source vector database. Okay, what's this error I'm getting with OpenAI? Python, welcome. Simple loop. Comment. It means that one of the server got a bad response. Oh, so it's just a random error? Okay, I guess we'll just try run it again. Oh, it kept going. Okay, we didn't need to run it again. That's good. Oh, it called the tool successfully this time. What was the tool? According to this, we have HTML plan, continue discussing HTML. A lot of discussion, not actually much writing. HTML structure has been defined. Basic tags as doc type, HTML, head and title, and body have been covered. Therefore, subtask 1.1 has been finished. Okay, good. Let's move on to writing the code, please. Yo, Mahmoud, what's up? Hello, thanks for commenting. How are you doing? Let me know what kind of content you're after. We're trying XAgent, which claims to be the better AutoGPT. Recently released, and I had a look and I didn't see any other YouTubers trying it, so I'm gonna be the first YouTuber on YouTube to try XAgent. AJ says maybe Redis. Is Redis a vector database? I didn't know that. Mr. Tip says I have 4 200-page PDFs that need to reference, but 32 tokens isn't enough. Yeah, there's also like tools like Chat to PDF and stuff. I'm not sure which ones are the best, but I know that that's like one of the most saturated use cases for GPT web apps. Justin FC says, did you try Rivet? What's Rivet? Rivet. How do I find that? Rivet GitHub. Open source visual programming. No, I haven't tried this. Let's have a look at this demo. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, there's a few people doing stuff like this. To be honest, I kind of prefer just programming with code, but this is for sure cool. Okay, 1.1 is finally finished. They've discussed the tokens that need to be present in the HTML file. So where is the workspace? XAgent. What? I don't know where the workspace is. Assets. Nope. Tool server. Because it said it wrote a file, right? Did it say that? Outlined in HTML structure txt file. Where is that file? Command task submit. Oh, I guess they didn't do a right file. Oh, here we go. File path, HTML, structure. Structurine number 7? What? This is supposed to be the updated version of Flowwise. Oh, is Rivet meant to be that? Does XAgent beat MemGPT? XAgent. I think MemGPT is doing something else, right? Like, can MemGPT write files and stuff? I don't know. Actually, I haven't tried MemGPT. Create perpetual chat box with self-editing memory. I haven't actually tried MemGPT. It's definitely more popular. Push to a vector database, enabling perpetual conversations. It's very cool. But what are its actual like features and functions? Because one of the things about XAgent is it has access to like Rapid API and some other actual tools that it has. Are these defined somewhere? Toolbench, Rapid API, web browser. Like, does MemGPT have a web browser? Internet. Yeah, see, like those kind of things, which are really useful. Yo, Mr. T, thanks for the gifts. Dancing Beavers, 500 coins. That's huge, man. What the hell? Mr. T, big baller. They're running their own Llama 130 billion models and using Rivet as well. Damn, Mr. T, you're a baller. Found that on YouTube. I like his and your channels. Whose channel? I think he thinks the context window is stupid. Who? Tell me who. Who is this man? 52 roses. Thank you, Mr. T. Yeah, we'll eventually solve that context window issue, but I mean, we kind of already have with the vector databases and such, but I think there's more to be done. Local workspace, no. Where is the workspace? I'm so confused. Can we do a global search for subtask? Oh, wait, how do we find file names? Reveal in File Explorer. How do we find .txt requirements? I don't know where it's saving these files, to be honest, because I can't see any of them. Oh, you off, Mr. T. Thank you so much for the gifts. We appreciate you. Hope to see you around. Dave Shapiro. Let's check out Dave Shapiro's YouTube.
The world is...
Does he show his face? Oh, he talks about MemGPT. Let's check it out.
So,
oh, this guy.
MemGPT...
Yo, this guy is off Star Trek. Isn't he the commander of Star Trek?
PT and a few other things are all the rage right now, and I've gotten a lot of comments of people wanting me to talk about it, and I haven't talked about it, and the reason is because I figured this out months ago and I posted about it and people seem to have forgotten. So I am here to remind you that this is a much easier solution than MemGPT. It is much more powerful and you can use it right now, and it is called sparse priming representations. So you can see that I first recorded sparse priming representation 7 months ago. You can come out and read the repo. It's all free. It's under Dave Shap / sparse priming representations. The TLDR, and I'll go into a little bit more detail and examples in just a moment, but the TLDR is that language models work in a very similar way to human brains in this one particular way, and that is that they are associative. So semantic associations mean that all I need to do is tell you, let's say, the golden age of Rome. So 3 words, golden age of Rome, and what does that do? That conjures up millions of other ideas, facts, and images for your brain because those 3 words are associated with a lot of other stuff in your head. This is what we call a mental model. Now, large language models...
Anna says, can you test Aider? Yeah, I have tested Aider before. We could test it again as well, sure. What use case would you like me to test with Aider, Anas? Cataclysm says, you could put these as prompt windows or something. Put what as prompt windows, Cataclysm?
Have lots of mental models, as has been proven by the scientific literature. They have theory of mind, they have planning, they have reasoning, they have logic. And yeah, I know that there are some flaws with the logic, but you know what? Humans have flawed logic too. So that's an arbitrary standard. Anyways, so because large language models have semantic associations, just like human brains, all you need to do is give it...
I haven't actually heard of SPR before either. Sparse priming. This is his own GitHub repo with examples. Let's have a look. It's a research progress depending on sharing techniques to represent complex ideas. Enables language models to reconstruct the original idea with minimal context. So it's kind of some way of doing prompt engineering? Am I correct to understand that? I think I need to spend a bunch of time actually understanding what he means. Oh, he's got an example combo. Discussing memory management. Oh no, these are just dot points. What are these? He also provides custom instructions for this. There are a handful of ways to teach LLMs. They all have limitations and strengths. Initial bulk training is expensive. Fine tuning is not necessarily useful for knowledge retrieval. Because of this, RAG is all the rage right now. Vector databases are being used, but you quickly fill up the context window with dumb retrieval. One of the most common questions is, Dave, how do you overcome the context window limitations? And the short answer is stop wasting your time. So that's not really one way to look at it. One asterisk though, most of the techniques out there do not make use of the best superpower that LLMs have, latent space. No one seems to understand that there is one huge way LLMs work similar to human minds. Associative learning, yes. Here's the story. I learned that a long time ago. With just a few words, you could prime an LLM to think a certain way. I did a bunch of experiments and found that you can prime models to even understand complex, novel ideas that were outside of their training distribution. For instance, they taught the model about some of the concepts like heuristic imperatives, ACE framework, terminal race conditions, and a bunch of other stuff outside of the training data. These SPRs, he calls them, sparse priming representations, are the most token efficient way to convey a complex concept for models for in-context learning. Interesting. Justin FC says there's also Code Story AI. I think it's similar to Ada. Oh, cool. AJ says, Mr. Tiff, what is your setup for the $180 billion llama model? How many tokens per second do you got? I don't know if Mr. Tiff is still around. He said take it easy, buddy, and I think by that he meant he was heading off. But yeah, I'd be curious to know about their 130 billion llama model setup. Like, you'd need a lot of compute for that, right? And then they have an example here where they kind of prime the LLM by saying it's a SPR writer. I don't know. Okay, so my XAgent is done. It finally wrote the file, apparently. I don't know if we can see it. They said that all the files would be in the local workspace, but unfortunately I didn't see any of the files there. What's the date? 23rd of the 10th, 23, 22. Okay, so this would be the last thing. Oh, and they've split out all the different files that it wrote. What's this tool? Whoa, so you have all the logs. Let's see the very last one. Subtask submit. All milestones have been completed. Milestone, write down the HTML code, understand how it works. Okay, great. Bunch of other JSON config, and this workspace zip should have all the files. Whoa, great. And we have all the files it created here. This is the last hello world HTML. Let's see, hello world. Perfect. Okay, so that was obviously a very simple test. Now let's do something super complex. Well, not super complex, but let's do a full stack app. Okay, so yo, Sofiane, you're late? No, we're just getting started, bro. We're just getting started. You're not late. Okay. So we're running XAgent, and I'm gonna try and make a whole full stack app, like a simple one, but a full stack app. Create a full stack web app that shows user posts. Users can use a web form to submit posts. The submission to submit posts are displayed on the web app. Use HTML, and JavaScript. Make a node server and an SQLite database to hold Make a node server for CRUD updates and SQLite database to hold the post data. Boom. All right, let's go. This is a kind of complex full stack app prompt. Can XAgent handle it? I think this is going to take at least 15 minutes for it to do, but we will see. Justin MC says, can we specify the network we want for generating the app? Yeah, for sure. You could say anything. I specifically told it to use Node and SQLite because I think that's a really easy way to get something running. Like, you don't have to install a lot of shit to get SQLite and Node running. So hopefully that'll work. We will find out. I don't know if it actually has the capability to test and run things, because I actually didn't see it create any of the individual files in like the local workspace or anything. I only saw the final files in a zip, so that was a bit annoying. Anna says, test it to create a React app and Python in the backend. Create a form where users can input ideas, and based on this input, generate speech from this using API key. Yeah, we could do that. I think it actually does have ability to use APIs with Rapid API as well. But first, I'm just doing this very simple, like the simplest full stack app I could think of. And let's see how it does it. So it came up with these 4 different subtasks. One is, hold on. Oh, every time I press, I think I need to, hold on. I'm going to change my Zoom hotkeys here. Give me a sec. Hotkey, Zoom. What's a good hotkey? I'm thinking like F5 and F6. Okay, F5. Yeah, that's better. Okay, act as an assistant. Goal is to create a full stack web app that shows user posts. User can... actually. Debug operation. I don't know if that was good. Design a web for, okay, maybe F5 isn't the best. What about F3? Okay, that's history. F4. Okay, these are all bound to something. It's hard to find a bind that isn't already bound. What about Shift F5? Shift F6. Okay, Shift F5 seems good. Let's do Shift F5. Set up a node and express. No, that also kind of goes to the end. Create the SQLite database. Test the CRUD. So it does have a testing step in there, which is really cool. Connect the form to the web server initiation. Okay, great. And what's it up to? Although the subtask tool environment doesn't have a browser environment to test the HTML directly, we can use the print function to display the HTML code. It's important to verify the functionality in a browser. The HTML has already been created. Ooh, and form.html. Damn, cool. Look, it's already created the HTML with the submit form right here. That's very cool. Tool call success. Excellent. Let's check my usage to see how, because this runs actually a lot of prompts. So I wonder how my usage is today. Oh shit, $4. That's actually a lot. That's quite expensive. I don't know how long that is including though. Damn, that is mostly right now. That is very expensive. But I guess that's the price you pay for accuracy. Because yeah, just to make that simple HTML file, it created like 5 specification files and all that. So that was actually quite intense. Just NFT says, can you add an agent for testing the code written by the assistant and then give a response if it works? Yeah, I don't have to. It's actually already has in its plan to test. So that's like one of the great things this XAgent does, right? It has testing in its plan. Where was that? See, test server, test the browser, test the CRUD operations, test the complete app. So in every step it's testing it. It has 3 milestones for every step. Design the web form, design the server, design the create the database, and create the whole thing working together. And at each step it actually tests it. So that's super cool. And it's very useful to do the testing because a lot of the early apps we tried didn't do testing and there would always be bugs. So but then on the negative side of this is because it's doing all this testing, going back and forth, fixing bugs, writing new code, fixing the bugs, testing, writing new code, it's using a lot of prompts, a lot of GPT-4 usage, so it's quite expensive. Sophie Ann says, is there a way to use it in a collab? Maybe. This is Java. Oh no, this is Python. Maybe, I don't know. This is quite complex because this tool server is running with Docker, and that was one of the things I had troubles with setting it up, and I don't think you can do the Docker stuff in a collab, so probably not. Cataclysm says, can you run it locally with LM Studio? Yeah, probably. In the config, I think you can support a base path. But LM Studio, I don't think I have any models as good as GPT-4, and it'll be a lot slower on my computer, so that's why I'm not doing it. What is all this? This is trying to run apt-get update. No. It's trying to run shell commands, but we're on Windows. Will it figure that out? Let's see. Oh, we reached the rate limit for GPT-4. Alright, let's try. I don't know if it'll be able to do it, but I'm going to try to do this whole thing with GPT 3.5. I think I can just delete this. Delete the... just delete all the mentions of GPT 4 and just go GPT 3.5 Turbo 16K. And let's try run this whole prompt again. Let's see if it uses GPT 3.5. So if he says, my computer with LLM Studio was so laggy. Yeah, you need, like, it also depends on what model you're running. Oh no, it's still running. It's still trying to use GPT-4. I don't know why. Where is that defined? GPT-4. Config here. Must be GPT. Model name. OpenAI. If model name, where does model name get defined? Quags pop model. It's not defined here. Get model name. Name is none. Config. Quags default completion model. Yeah. Default completion. Wait, where was that? Default completion Quags model. Yeah, I have it as 3.5 turbo. Try that again. We might have to restart the Docker. That shouldn't be the case. Oh no, it's working. No, it's not working. I think this is in another thing. We're gonna have to maybe here. No. No. Why? Oh, actually I know why. It's cause in my prompt, in my actual command, I use the flag dash GPT-4. Whereas we should be using dash GPT 3.5 dash turbo dash 16K. Okay. That should work now. Yes. Good. Using 3.5 turbo. It should be a bit faster now too. Although it doesn't look like it is. You're using Mistral 7B? Oh. 7B and 13B? Q5. Yeah. I guess even with that, Mistral is like one of the smaller models. But yeah, even with that, I guess you still need a pretty decent computer. Okay. Whoa, look. See, the plan is so much shorter now with 3.5. And there's no testing. It's so much worse than GPT-4. They didn't even consider how I wanted the... Oh no, they did. Okay. No, sorry. Actually, I was reading the wrong thing. Implement JavaScript. Yeah, there's no testing step. GPT 3.5 doesn't think about testing. That sucks. And I run into rate limits with GPT-4. Means I'd probably have to add like weights and stuff to avoid the rate limits. I wonder if there's anything on their GitHub about rate limits. Let's have a look. Rate limit. No, nothing. But it shouldn't be too hard to just add some weights or like a catch if the rate limit. Tool call failed. It tried to run Python notebook execute cell. Cell wrap tool call failed. Okay. So he says, with all this news, I think it's time to upgrade my system. Yeah, but also the thing is, with everything's changing so fast, especially in the GPU space, I feel like if you just wait a little bit, the GPUs might get like the new generation or something, and then the old generation will be cheaper, maybe. And there's so many new competitors that are trying to build good GPUs, because Nvidia currently has a pretty good monopoly on these consumer GPUs, so like a lot of other companies are trying to make some, I think. So even if you wait, it's like probably not a bad thing. Cataclysm says Nvidia sold all of them to Google, Tesla, and Microsoft. Yeah, exactly. It just makes it even harder for consumers to get some at the moment. And yeah, I mean, unless you have a good reason to use it locally, you can just use the cloud resources. So I was trying to fix the syntax error now. I don't know why it's trying to use a Python notebook to execute the JavaScript. I guess it can't do JavaScript in Python notebook. Maybe XAgent can't do JavaScript. Maybe we'd have to use Python. That's a bit annoying. Nope, it's just going in a loop trying to use JavaScript in a Python notebook. That's not very good, is it? Alright, I'm gonna stop this. Let's try some of its web browsing capabilities. Stop, please. Let's get it to do some research on GPUs. I can't get it to stop. It's going forever. Should I just quit it? Yeah, kill terminal. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try give it some like web scraping task with GPT 3.5. So this is something you can't do in ChatGPT. You can't web scrape with GPT 3.5. I'll be like, find affordable GPU on eBay, Amazon. Find affordable GPU. Find the best performing GPU on eBay, Amazon. Wait, on GPU under, let's say under $3,000 on eBay. Wait, search eBay, Amazon, and or somewhere else that would sell it. eBay, Amazon. I was gonna say Facebook Marketplace, but I don't think you can sell that. I mean, check that without logging in. Craigslist. Compute uses so much electricity. Yeah, but the cost of energy should be coming cheaper, right? I don't know. I feel like we're making so much progress in the solar and renewables, but still the cost of electricity is not getting cheaper. Okay, so search eBay for GPUs, search Amazon, search Craigslist. Nice. It's going to use the tool WebEnv browse website to search eBay with a goal to find GPUs. Sweet. Renewables, but the suppliers that build it are in China and they're not shipping. Yeah. Bloody Pouch says, did you not sleep? No, it's actually, I'm in Australia, so it's only 11:11 p.m. now, so I will be streaming very soon after this stream. Did I say we'll be streaming? I will be sleeping very soon after this stream. As you can see, my context window is quite low in my brain, so yeah, I think this is probably the last thing I'll test is the browsing capabilities of XAgent, and then yeah, I'll probably go to sleep. How many hours have I been streaming? Oh, only 53 minutes. I did like maybe 2 hours earlier today trying to get XAgent working. I had a lot of problems with Docker, and then I fixed my Docker issue off stream. It was a BIOS setting, so it wasn't really something I could have done on stream anyway. And yeah, and now I'm trying it for the first time, and then we're gonna go to sleep. It's pretty cool. Like, you can tell there's a lot of sophistication and stuff. It's pretty much like AutoGPT. It's very similar to AutoGPT because it does the reflection. It has a toolkit. So there's not too much innovation that I saw, unfortunately. And one of the downsides was it seems to not be good with JavaScript. Like, I tried to run JavaScript in a Python notebook and just kept failing and then getting stuck in a loop. So I'm not too impressed. Cataclysm says, I want to use MemGPT AutoGen with a local agent, like with a local LLM like LM Studio. Yeah. I just don't think LM Studio is good enough. Well, for on my computer at least, the models that I run on LM Studio just aren't good enough to be doing autonomous agent stuff. Like, even 3.5, GPT 3.5 is barely good enough, it seems, for this task. Like a very basic task. If it had plugins like TextGen UI, you could get your bot with memory. Is Australia nice? Asked Bloody Pouch. Yeah, I love Australia, especially in spring. Very beautiful. I was at the beach actually in Sydney on the weekend, and I saw a whale from the coastline. It was so beautiful. Bloody Pouch asked, why in the spring? Because the weather, like my hometown gets very cold in winter and autumn or fall. And in the summer it can get too hot, but in the spring it's like perfect. It's really beautiful. So I was doing a lot of searching for the best graphics cards, but not really on Google and Craigslist. I don't know how we got to this. What happened? Let's see. So first it searched Google. Google came with some useful hyperlinks. And then I will use to search eBay. Sorry, first it searched eBay. Came with some hyperlinks. And then eBay for GPUs. But all of these results aren't from eBay anymore. So it's not searching eBay. Oh no. Here we go. Browse to an eBay one. And then it stopped browsing eBay, it seems, for some reason. Damn. Oh, Taobao. Yeah, Taobao's great too. Serve LLMs that are trained on areas, yes. Oh, now it's going in loops. Yeah, we had this issue with AutoGPT-2, which is searching the same things. You'd think it'd be pretty easy to be like, don't get stuck in a loop, like just hard code that if it's trying to like do the same thing more than like 2 times, like just stop, because you're obviously just going in a loop and not getting anywhere. So that's a bit annoying. But yeah, I think that was a pretty fair assessment of XAgent. I definitely don't think it's anything special. But it's probably just as good as AutoGPT was. Yeah. Alright. It's stuck in a loop. I'm gonna quit it. I can't even quit it, so I'll just kill the terminal. Yeah, guys, I think that's it for me today. Thanks everyone for joining again. Hope you guys learned something or were entertained. And yeah, I'll see you next stream. Hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. And I hope to see you next time. Peace out.